Hello, I am so glad you can join me today. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Guys, today I'm making ice cream. Recently I made some ice cream and I made 5 different flavor ice cream. But one of my subscribers wrote to me because she said the ice cream looked delicious, but because she's lactose intolerant, she cannot handle the dairy in the milk. So I understand that because I myself am lactose intolerant, but I just get greedy and I like ice cream, so I eat it and then I pay for it later, okay? But I don't want her to have to go through that. So today I am making ice cream for any of you who's lactose intolerant. You can tolerate this ice cream, and if you're vegan, you can also have this ice cream. Recently I made a video on sweetened condensed milk. I made sweetened condensed milk and I made it with honey. And I know if you're a vegan, you cannot have honey. You can have sugar or whatever you want to sweeten it with. I don't know, but I know you won't be able to have honey. But this is sweetened condensed milk with honey, and if you want to know how I made this, I will leave the link up so that you can go ahead and see how I made this. And for any of you that watched it, you see how dark it was. It had turned the color of the honey when it had made it, but if you look at it now after being in the refrigerator, the color has changed a bit. It looked almost like caramel, like a toffee kind of thing. Okay, so I'm gonna be using a little bit less than a cup of this in the ice cream, because what happens, it makes the ice cream a little bit too sweet, so I make a little bit less than a cup in this. But let's get started and I'll show you exactly how I'm gonna make this ice cream that is non-dairy. So there's no milk is going to be in here. So if you are allergic to milk or if you are lactose intolerant, you can have this. So I'm gonna start out by using some coconut milk, and I'm gonna measure it in here. So I went ahead and poured the coconut milk into this to measure it out to 2 cups. So this is 2 cups. But when you pour your coconut milk out, try to get more of the thick part of it, which is more of the fat, instead of the liquid. So leave the liquid back if you're able to separate the two, and get more of the milk, that thick milky part. Okay, so this is 2 cups in here. So I'm gonna pour this in, and what I'm gonna do is I have my handy dandy blender here. So let me just make sure I get, I'm making a mess as I always do, so I'm just splattered over here. Let me just wipe that off. And I have my mixer here. So I'm gonna mix this until, just like I did before, until it becomes nice and stiff. Okay, okay, so after beating up my coconut milk, now I'm gonna add the condensed milk to this. And as I said, this condensed milk is also made with coconut milk and honey. So let me take some out because I want to get at least, and this is how thick it is. And I'm going to take a little bit less than a cup, just to cut back a little bit on the sweets. But you can use a whole cup. And this is a sweetened condensed milk. This is really good, guys. You can take this, you can add this to, that's enough right here. You can add this, you can make your fruit, slice up some fruits, and you can kind of drizzle this. And to get, this is a little bit thick because I had it in the refrigerator, because normally you wouldn't keep your condensed milk in the refrigerator. So what you would do is, if you wanted to use that but you want it to be a little bit runny, a little bit looser, you can get some warm water and just put the jar to sit in the warm water, and it will loosen it up. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in here and I'm gonna stir it up a little bit. I'm just gonna stir the condensed milk into it. I'm not gonna blend it anymore. And I'm just gonna mix this in. And as you say with the coconut milk, when you blend the coconut milk, it is not as thick as when you blend the other milk. Okay, it's not going to be as thick, but it's going to be just as fine. And that's it. That's basically all you want there. Now you can have, if you want just vanilla ice cream, then you would add vanilla to this. I am going to add, we are making today, I don't think I mentioned that, I'm making mint chocolate chip ice cream. Okay, so over here I have some chocolate chips. So what I'm gonna do here, let me just, okay, I'm gonna put about, you can put as much as you want or as little as you want. So I'm gonna say I'll put maybe like half a cup of chocolate chips in there. And now I have some mint. This is mint extract. I'm gonna put a teaspoon of this in here, maybe a teaspoon and a half in there to give it that nice minty flavor. Ooh, that smells good. And stir that in a little bit. And over here, now you know mint ice cream is always green, right? Yes, because the color mint is green. It's always green. I have a little green food color in here. I don't know how much of a color it's going to give it because it's not a lot I have in here. It's just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put a few drops in there if I can. Alright guys, I'm shaking out the last little bit that I have because the bottle is empty. So hopefully that gives it the color that I'm looking for. So guys, let's see if I get the color that I'm looking for, because wasn't a lot in there. I thought I had more. It doesn't quite give me the color, but it's close enough. But you get the idea, right, of how to do that. Of course, this bowl I'm going to use, I had that in the freezer. And of course, this is not as thick because if we had used, as I said, the other milk. And you can make any flavors that you want in this ice cream. When you're using the coconut milk, try not to get too much of the liquid. Try to get more of the coconut, the fat in the coconut itself. And this is your mint ice cream, guys. So now I'm gonna put a cover on that. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little of this over here. I have color on my fingers now. Ugh. I gotta buy some wrap because this is not cutting good. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna just so it doesn't get like, you know, frostbite or whatever it is in the freezer. And now I have the cover, the lid. I'm gonna just put the lid over here. And I'll put this in the freezer. And I will be back in about 6 hours. This is gonna take about 4 to 6 hours. It may take a little bit longer to freeze, and as soon as we freeze and we get some ice cream, I'll be back to show you what it looks like. So let me taste my ice cream for you. It tastes good. It is good. It doesn't even taste like coconut. It's very mild, so you can't really taste the coconut. And this is good. Now, if you want it to be sweeter, you could add a whole cup of this instead of maybe 3/4 of a cup. But go ahead, guys, and make yourself some ice cream. So I'll be back as soon as the ice cream is all done so I can show you exactly what it looks like. Ice cream has been in the freezer for about 5 hours. So let's see. It look frozen. Okay, guys. Put one more scoop. Okay, guys, so put one more scoop on. Yeah. And guys, this is your chocolate chip mint ice cream that was made with coconut milk. No dairy at all in here, just coconut milk. So if you're lactose intolerant, here you are. If you're vegan, here you are. Ice cream, mint ice cream, make it yourself. So I will get a spoon and I'm gonna go ahead and taste it for you. Okay, guys, so now I want to taste the ice cream for you and tell you exactly what it tastes like, okay? And guys, I thought about this after. I put chocolate chips in here, and I know for vegan, chocolate chips is made with milk. This is milk chocolate chips, so you may not be, you don't have to put that in. You can just do the mint, okay? So I just want to put that out there. So let me go ahead and taste it. It is very good. It is very good. And you know what? It is very good, but it's not overpoweringly too sweet. It is not. I mean, it's up to you. You can put in more or less of your condensed milk, but for the amount that I put in, it is really not that sweet. And you have the chocolate in there that you bite down and that also have the sweet, okay? So it's up to you. It's good. Go ahead and try yourself some non-dairy ice cream and you're going to be surprised to see how good it tastes. I had fun making this and I hope you have fun making some as well. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I love your comments. And if there's something out there, guys, I think there's a couple Bajan things that I still haven't done that I have to, couple things I have to experiment with. But if there's something out there that I haven't done that you want me to do, please send me a message and let me know. I'll be happy to do it for you. There's a couple people that have already asked me to do a couple things, but I have to kind of experiment on some stuff before I put it out there just to make sure that it comes out right, okay? But if you need me to do something, just let me know. Until next time, bye-bye.